guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm doing a Man Cave update video, and normally when I do this, I like to clean up the Man Cave. I like to make it all nice and shiny. I like to clean up, organize, but I thought, let's do something different this time. Let's show the Man Cave how it normally is when I'm doing my thing. And it gets pretty messy. So right now I'm looking at the floor here. This is my Star Wars carpet. I don't know if I've shown that in my previous Man Cave video, but yeah, that's a cool looking carpet. And I moved the chair away so you can actually see the graphics, but it looks pretty neat. I couldn't find anything video game related, so Star Wars is cool, and I like Star Wars too, so let's do it. That's just unboxed. So over here we got my ColecoVision set up, and it's actually sitting on top of an Intellivision. I had to do that just to stack things up. Let's see here. As you can see, there it is under there. The Intellivision. And, I've been shooting videos with my ColecoVision, my Intellivision, my PlayStation, my Atari, my phone. I mean, I just got stuff everywhere. So, that's just the state it's in right now. And over here we got Devastator, which is, G1 Devastator, looking pretty cool. An Optimus Prime. And some batteries. Now, these are the batteries that I've been using for my Game & Watch, and I just kind of left it there. That needs to be cleaned up. And we got Shockwave in there, guarding everything. In the back with this, well, there's Homer. And up here, here's where I got my Game & Watch Donkey Kong and Super Mario Bros. That is a business card from some local vendors. I just thought it looked cool, so I put it there. And this hasn't really changed. I mean, this is my, my go-to games for when I just want to have fun, Lock and Chase on the Intellivision, Burger Time, Utopia, Diner, Bump and Jump, all my favorite games. E.T. for the Atari, Taz, Kangaroo, my typical go-tos. And here's my Donkey Kong shelf. So we got ColecoVision Donkey Kong, Intellivision Donkey Kong, Atari Donkey Kong, Atari 8-bit Donkey Kong. And there's even the Nintendo Donkey Kong in the back there. And some Frog Crossing game that's like literally just a Frogger ripoff from Radio Shack. And I got a bunch of Coleco stuff in there. And there's Starscream and Back to the Future Lego. Up here is where my other Devastator is. That's from the movie Revenge of the Fallen. Complete in box. I never opened it. I bought it, put it on the shelf, and, I dare not to try and transform that guy. There's my DeLoreans. I did my very first video, Brian's Man Cave video. I talked about my DeLorean collection, so I got a whole bunch of different DeLorean stuff. This was like a later edition, which I'm pretty sure I did a video on that too. And of course, there is Ed 209 and RoboCop with a bunch of Transformers from the original movie. The original live-action movie, the Bayformers, if you want to call it that. And this is some more stuff. Now you see I have my Flashback Portable box, but I still can't find my Flashback Portable, which is really upsetting because I really miss playing on that thing, but I have no idea where it is. My Intellivision stuff. Well, these are part of my Intellivision. Some of the boxes that I put out on my shelf, I don't have every single game I own there. These are just the ones I wanted out. And there's Donatello, protecting the Intellivision stash. Don't cross him or he'll beat you with his staff. Or his bow, whatever you want to call it. There's my Atari 8-bit games, and there's a Pac-Man poster kind of rolled up. And down there, kind of the same as my previous video, I have Flat Top from Dick Tracy. Cool Atari ET manual, just in case I want to play the game and I can't remember how. And there's some other Transformers. That's Rodimus Prime and Blaster and Perceptor. I actually just did a Rodimus Prime video. I don't know if it's launched at the time I'm going to be launching this, but it'll definitely hit my channel at some point if it's not already there. And my Atari 2600 Light Sixer. Isn't that a beautiful piece of machinery? Of course, there always has to be some rubbing alcohol to get these games to work every once in a while. And this, if you're wondering what the heck this is a CD case. And it's really just my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games kind of all thrown in there. There's my DK arcade that I bought. and some Ghostbuster fun. Now over to some more of the mess. Well, this one isn't too messy. I mean, this is kind of what I show in my, well, my picture on the YouTube channel. There's my picture probably on Facebook. I don't know. I've shown this side of my man cave. I mean, this is the side you might see the most. That and over there, when I actually shoot my videos, you don't actually get to see this part of it because I don't have the camera pointing over there. But yeah, let's take a look. So we got some Star Wars again, General Grievous and the Joker. I just thought that Joker figure looked cool. I had to have it. The giant Bumblebee from the movie again. Some more Star Wars. There's Bruticus, one of my favorite combiners. I got this little GoBot figure. I think his name or her name was Crasher. I think that was her name. But I found that in my collection. I'm like, oh, I should have that on display. And that was the gun from one of the Transformers line. I think that was for Blur. And I got this Beam Rider game. This is a ColecoVision Beam Rider. I put it there as a reminder that I need to do a video on this game, so I don't forget about it. But so far I haven't gotten around to it. There's the Choplifter. So I had 2 Choplifters, and I gave one of them away in my last contest that I did. So I did a contest where I gave away a Choplifter and one of these mugs, which I still have 1 or 2 more, I think, kicking around. There's Galvatron. I mean, I loved when I got this guy as a kid. He was one of my favorite characters from the Transformers 1986 movie. There's Ratchet, another one of my favorites. And, well, that's Megatron, but he's missing all his parts, so it's really just the body. And there's a DeLorean again. That's from Back to the Future. That's a Christmas ornament. I just, you know, I think I took it off the tree last year, and I just decided to slam it there. And all the games in the back, those are my Intellivision games. Again, my cartridges. You would notice that over here, I had the boxes. A lot of them don't have the games in them because they're actually sitting right over here for easy access if I want to play an Intellivision game. I mean, I could put them all in the boxes and just leave it like that, but I figure if I just want to grab a game and play, it's just easier to pull it out of a box like that. Now, if you're wondering what kind of box that is, that's actually for trading cards. Like if you have sports cards or whatever, or trading card games. I just turned it on its side and just shoved the Intellivision games in there. So kind of fit, so it worked. Now we're going to go into some more of the mess. Down here, this is my chair. I'm going to move that out of the way. You'll see I actually have like a bunch of stuff just lying there. That Ghostbusters game, I need to do a video on that. I bought that last year at a gaming convention I went to, and I've yet to actually try it. It's for the Sega Master System, which is in one of these cubby holes. I believe it's right there. I think that's it there. So it's in the cubby holes. All my systems, all my consoles are in there. But yeah, so I got a bunch of that just kind of lying around. There's my Ghostbuster, which I did a little video on that guy where I put them together. There's Bumblebee just kind of randomly sitting there. Stampede, Darth Maul, my Game Boy. You've probably seen a lot of this from my, you know, when I do my videos, that's my backdrop. But if I go up here, you don't get to see this. That's my Intellivision 2, my IntelliVoice. I got a little Mario. Sorry for the shaky video here. Let's do some Mario action. You're supposed to go up to the top. I don't know. That's not working. That's just a McDonald's toy. And there's a Darth Vader thing. And of course, I got a big mess down here. I got my ColecoVision flashbacks and some of my cards, all my trading card games. And let's go over to this mess over here. So these are all from videos that I've been shooting. So some of it is the ColecoVision games I picked up. Some of it is the Q*bert stuff. There's some notes written there from previous videos that I've done. The Q*bert arcade. There's Pinbot and summer games. So you can see everything's just a mess. It's just a mess. And, you know, eventually I'm going to clean it. There's my Super Nintendo there, which I've brought downstairs to eventually hook up and start doing some Super Nintendo stuff. And then I just got a whole bunch of random crap. There's my fake microphone. And I call it fake because, you know, it's a real microphone. I just don't plug it in. You've probably heard me say that before. And there's another mess. Then I got my app games and my Nintendo Switch box and all just random stuff just kicking around. And that's reality. I mean, this is how my man cave looks in most cases. Now I probably will clean it at some point. You know, do a better video and just... But I thought this would be a fun one just to do. You know, this is probably how most people have their little area, their little den, their little cave. And, you know, you're not always going to be tidying it up and cleaning it at all times. So it's just fun to see. And, you know, there's some Star Wars stuff. And that's the TV I shoot my stuff on. There's that Mad Magazine board game still sitting out. So, yeah, you can see all this stuff. That's a really old jacket I had when I was a teenager. Metallica. So yeah, that's my that's the man cave. Anyways, yeah, this was kind of just a fun video. I decided to do it on the spur of the moment, just because, you know, I've done a bunch of other ones where I've talked about my man cave, and I thought this would be kind of fun to give you a real experience of how this man cave looks in most cases, and you probably can relate to it. I maybe not. Maybe you're a clean freak. Maybe you make sure you dust and you polish your man cave. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later.